Well, let's continue this conversation now with Rice political science professor Mark Jones.
He's live with us right now to tell us his opinion about it all. Welcome. Happy to have your expertise with us today. How are you feeling about the Senate's decision? Did this surprise you, or is this what you were expecting?
I would say that after the initial vote at the start of the trial, where only 6 to 8 Republicans supported Attorney General Paxton, it was a little surprising to see the acquittal. Although I think what happened during the course of the trial, there was considerable pressure placed on many of the senators by perhaps the lieutenant governor, but certainly by party activists. And at least if you believe reports that came out of the Senate, they were close to the 21 votes needed to convict. But since they didn't reach the 21, then virtually all of the Republicans who were supportive of conviction decided they were going to take the safe route and vote for acquittal. So at the end of the day, what we saw was that the Republican Senate made the decision to appease the Republican base, the people who turned out to vote in the Republican primaries, who are very supportive of Attorney General Paxton, and effectively ignored the broader public, which favored his conviction and removal from office, as well as the evidence that was pretty conclusive in support of a impeachment and conviction and removal from office.
Mark, he's referred to often as Teflon, right? And Shelby just mentioned in her report that his legal troubles are not over. The state senators weren't listening to the security frauds charges that have been going on for years and years, but that's the next trial we could see. Why has it taken so long to get that case closed?
Well, the Attorney General has very effectively utilized competing jurisdictions for that case to delay it year after year after year. We don't have time to go over the dynamics, but effectively he has used his influence within the Collin County Commissioner's Court to place obstacles in the ability of the special prosecutors to engage in that case. It finally will occur here in Harris County, but I think even if there's a conviction, it's likely to go to the Court of Criminal Appeals. Well, will go to the Court of Criminal Appeals at the statewide level, and those are 9 Republicans who also are always looking to appease the Republican primary voters. And so I think he's likely to be exonerated if it reaches there. It's also not a particularly strong case and likely would not have been brought against him were he not Attorney General. So I think there he can breathe pretty easily. The other concern for him, of course, is the FBI investigation that's ongoing. But after this acquittal, I think the Attorney General has to be feeling pretty good about his chances of beating that as well.
Any thoughts about how this will affect his career in the future?
I think he's likely to remain in office and for the next 2 years or 2.5 years, and then potentially run for re-election if he wants to in 2026. And after the Republican attempt to defeat him in the Republican primary back in 2022 failed, and after this impeachment process failed, I would say that he's the odds-on favorite to continue as Attorney General until perhaps November voters reject him. But if we look back to 2022, he defeated Democrat Rochelle Garza by 10%. So I don't know if that's happening anytime soon.
All right, Mark, and we'll have to wait and see what the fallout is, if any, for all the GOP Senate members. Thank you so much for joining us, as always, on a Monday. Have a great week.
You too. Thank you.